Hi friends, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we are going to discuss about how to overcome stress and how to be consistent what we are doing and make progress, all the steps. Before jumping to our topic, if you need help, I'm Fahad. I'm writer and content creator, and if you like to read my online writing, you can check it out. My LinkedIn page, I put it in the description below. So let's dive into today's topic. So since I am started YouTube channel, I learned many things, many steps in my life, like some psychology, some productivity hacks like Carl Newport's and Tiago Forte, and who are focused on the knowledge work and how to focus, how to avoid distraction, and so on and so forth. I learned from them lots, and I continue to learning because when we learn new things, we can to consistently gets ideas. We can make decisions that helps us because of lot of books says lots of lessons, and the others they are experiencing their own life and how to overcome. Like if you read the productivity books, that you can helps you like to focus the steps you are doing, so and so forth. So let's in since I started the YouTube channel, the one thing that to distract me loads, that digital distraction, because the transition from the mobiles to smartphones, and then we are capable in just seconds or billions of informations, the same topic we get, and we are in mindlessly scrolling, and we are just like slips our time and breaks our focus, builds overwhelming frustration. That's to hindering stucks sometimes in our creative journey, our jobs, that we lost the concentration, and we are in increasing stress and overwhelming and anxiety because of we feel something like missing out, something like some email is to notify me for my subscription, and that's tweak our attentions new trajectory, and that affects our overall performance. This the this experience is to me to curious about what works in behind the scene of these social medias. And I learned that I read an article last day about this one of Carl Newport's. Yeah, he has been written many books about the productivity, and one quotes is this: we break down our day in four quadrant: the morning, and midday, afternoon, and evening. And we are put it in some gatekeepers that like constraints of blocks of time. And that, I think, when we are in going around different things and nothing to works, and we have like kind of million things, million minutes, and we want to enjoy the journey and process. So how to focus and how to avoid slips out times, and the where the motivation comes from, and when our focus breaks, these all things very important in our productivity journey, because we have lots and lots of obligations in our day-to-day life. And we are, some are students, some are working class people, some doctors, engineers, farmers, barbers, whatever may be. Something I noticed, we are distracted and we are little attention span, and we are go behind the pings and dings of our devices, and we are distracted, and we are feel stress and overwhelmed because of the slips out time, and we cannot to identify what we are actually doing. And another thing is that blocks and stucks me in my creative journey is something psychologists call spotlight effects. When making videos and thinking about someone to notice me, and when I realized this, the psychology of human, and we are, nobody cares me, all have their own jobs, all have 24 by 7, and so forth. I learned more about these spotlight effects. I can control these thoughts, negative thoughts that draining me. So in this era, evolving technology, and be conscious about our focus, our attention, our time, because there's some infinity non-renewable resources we all have, and make focus is many of us challenging and feel overwhelming. In my experience, we all have the ability to focus, but we know the where distractions comes from, and we put a constraint, time block, time management, focus, learn about these things, time management and focus work. You can read the books that from the Cal Newports that helps me to avoid distraction and focus whatever I'm doing and get more out of what I'm doing. And some techniques like 80-20 rule, 80% efforts we are put it in, then we most of the thing we are in 20% of efforts gets 80% of results, and focus in 20%. If you are studying, if you are learning any steps, the most important part you learn and you focus and you highlight, that helps you to improve more, and you spending 20% of time and you get 80% of results. These all steps to improve my creativity, improve my knowledge, improve, avoid, learn steps to how to avoid distractions, helps me to reduce the time I am using mobiles, and my routine is shifted to for scheduled time slots on calendar. Like you can read books and you can deep work, focused work, and also you can schedule time for dedicated time for your writing. If it is in my case, I'll writing in LinkedIn, and I have a project that I want to finish, books about productivity, and I write down. My task is to write down in every day in 200 words, and that I started, and how to progress these all things. And I also, in my routine is to exercise, block dedicated time for doing exercise in every day. That helps me to gets up early, and not because it helps my brain, and because of I focusing to learning things. When I exercise more, that I feel easy to learn things. That this my experiment, my own experience, and doing exercise in more beneficial than we are thinking. Mm, So dedicated time for exercise, doing exercise and reading books, and that gave us more clarity and more skills and how to achieve what we want. We read the book that we want to read. Instead, we need to read. So, and when I read the book, I the same time in my mind is full of how to implement this in my life and how to make it happen in my life. Like if I'm going to read some Alex Ormos's books about sales and marketing, 100 million offers like books in my mind comes from how to integrate, how to start a business, how to grow a business, and because I want to, but one of my bucket list is start a business, entrepreneurship, and learn about sales marketing stuff. So when I dedicated time and I prioritize to learning sales and marketing entrepreneurship, and I focus on the particular topic and how it helps me in future. And remember, whatever you are doing, you continuously doing, that makes over time easy to do, because you are memorizing the thing, space repetition is working, and all the stuffs while you are learning. And if you put it off and you are like millions of things you have and nothing to progress, because we have million minutes, we don't have enough minutes. So when you prioritize from your bucket list, your list is full of what you want in life, but in one day, one time, one thing in one day, in maximum you can remember, you suitable for your memory is 7 things. So prioritize 1 to 7 things a day, an average 5 things, and from your bucket list full of what you want in your life, and focus the one thing in one time, and that helps you to identify your progress and your process. Focus on your process, all the steps, and call new pods in for quadrant: morning and afternoon and midday and afternoon and evening is in digital era we can adopt, because we are using more time our devices, we are in online scrolling and binge watch. Then you can read books, call new pods, and his some methods like this: morning and midday, afternoon, evening. And there is some gatekeepers, like when we are using social medias and in online, there are in some gatekeepers we don't understand. We are many of no don't understand that, because collecting our data for different purposes, the software engineers, their work is that. So realize what happening in our life and identify what we want to do in our life, make a bucket list and prioritize things and focus on one thing at a time. If you do not subscribe this channel, please make sure you subscribe, and I'm waiting for your suggestion and feedback. You can put it in the comment section. So here we are in stressed, overwhelmed, frustration more than any time I think in history, because of we don't know much about what the behind the scene of social medias. In some, we are many times to spend nowadays than in outside socialize, go outside physically. But nowadays we seen the trend is childrens and adults and all are in spending too much on time on online, and we need to learn stuff about what behind the scene and who are makes decision behalf of us, and so learning stuffs like how algorithm works and the millions of billions of information just a click, and we are not care of our time. And because of we all have think about weekly planning, because that helps you to reduce your stress level, because when we schedule time for each thing we want to do is too easy to do, because we cannot do many things in a same time. So think about the planning day that reduce frustration and stress, and because of when you block time for like in weekends, Sunday, Saturday, you spend 45 minutes for to schedule your steps upcoming week. And because of we all have 168 hours in a week, and we more or less we are spending, if we are spending 8 hours for sleeping, that altogether 56 hours, and 168 hours minus 56, we got to play 112 hours. That breaks for different things like the essential of our life, wheel of life, health, wealth and relationship, hanging out with friends and doing exercise, and our career, and our reduce our debts, and all the steps we are blocked out the identity, the particular time the identity to the particular thing. Make sure allocate some time for level up your skills, and that helps you to as reflect as a multiplier. Whatever you are doing, you are studying, you focus on the 20% 80-20 rule, and you are in day job, and you when you are in shift work, you make sure you block that time, what spares you get. That helps you to learn new skills and level up your skills, and multiplier effects, and increase your likelihood and economically benefiting you and helps you to more productive, free up your time for some time for you can spend with family and hang out friends. That all is important, and all we need to schedule and free up all things is very important in our life. If don't care in one thing is two things, like if you don't care in exercise, how to learn things, because you, you are not healthy, that affects your mind and brain and your abilities of learning things and drain you, and bad thinking coming in your mind, and you feel I'm not good enough and thinking. So let's focus on your weekly schedule and 112 hours in where you are spending, what you put hard work and what you want in your life, where you are now, and the 85-year-old self, what you want from now to 85, the discrepancy between your current self and future selves, and you can indulge in future, you invest now, you hard work now, these all steps remember, and make sure you write down your goals. That helps you to avoid you put it off your actions, mm, because of we have thousands of thoughts in same day and thousands of decisions same day, thousand hundred and thousand of ideas, and when we are in writing down somewhere, that helping you, and like journal, diary, all steps to helps you in your life, and you make sure your goals write down somewhere, if it is in Google Docs, if it is in your diary, and make a quarterly goal and review it weekly. When you get the habits in small habits, not like cleaning hygiene our hands and doing exercise is two important things in doing exercise. Keep make habits in scientifically, researchers are says this exercising and habits is forming wiring in different persons, and so make sure you when you starting make start starting is important, and staying consistent is you can helps these methods. Notice suggesting that planning your week and schedule and time slot, dedicated time, all stuff that helps you to keep consistent whatever you are doing in your life. So thank you for watching.